Gaudiamus sigatur juvenes dundumas.
You haven't changed much in 15 years.
I'll take that as a compliment.
You're still alarmingly informal.
The most serious work is often helped by the most unserious methods, dear Arthur. Ah, here she is. Sophie Metternich. Meet an old student of mine, Arthur Bauer.
Hi.
Good day.
Arthur was one of my best students when I was at Tübingen. He had a real talent for vampire history.
I hope that's not dinner you're making.
It's better. This is a great day, Sophie. Did I ever mention the quinidrine solution?
Only 1,000 times. A legendary cure for people who've become vampires. But the key ingredient doesn't exist.
The leaves of the Philemon tree extinct for over 100 years. But now, we might have it. Arthur has located 2 leaves.
I found them purely by chance, pressed in an old book of poetry my grandmother gave me.
Yes, sir. Ha.
I must dash, but I'll return tomorrow to run an analysis of the solution.
Fine. Sophie will see you out. Dee-da-da-dum, dee-da-dee. My God. Arthur!
Well, the kidnapping is very unusual. Perhaps it was some kind of prank.
Perhaps. Inspector Breton, Arthur and I have stumbled onto a massive conspiracy. Now, as incredible as it sounds, we have discovered an attempt to take over the entire world's financial institutions. If I told you who was behind it, you'd be astonished.
I don't astonish easily.
Well, we'll see. The man is Alexander Lucard.
Really, Mr. Helsing, I investigate crimes, not fairy tales.
No, wait, listen. Arthur and I have designed a computer virus. If it entered Lucard's computer systems, it would wreck his entire financial empire. Now, I think whoever kidnapped Arthur knew of our plans and is trying to stop us.
You've been very helpful, Mr. Helsing. Mademoiselle.
What are you up to, Uncle Gustav? What computer virus?
Oh, it's just something for them to worry about.
Here, you carry my bag. I'm running home.
You're what?
A vampire hunter has to stay in top shape.
Oh, sure. Uncle Gustav's running laps morning, noon, and night. Besides, why should I carry your bag?
Hey, no pain, no gain.
You're too late. It's been set in motion. You. Hello.
Rocky, how about taking a break?
Yeah, you're right. It's time for my high-protein energy drink anyway. It's got 12 nutritious ingredients, including honey.
Oh, great. The battle of the century. Dracula versus Winnie the Pooh.
I better get back at it.
Oh. While you're at it, can you push that wall over there? It kind of seemed cramped in here.
What's going on in there?
I should let you talk.
Max! Max! If you really want to get in shape, you're going about it all wrong. Meet me in the living room in half an hour, okay?
Wake him up. That will do. Hung be the heavens with black, yield day to night.
Shakespeare, isn't it? Henry V. Or if you'll permit a little wordplay, Hank Sank.
Henry VI, Part 1. But then you've always been wrong about everything, haven't you? A foolish old man sniffing around things that he'll never understand. Instead of lawn bowling or shuffleboard, you've decided to spend your twilight years as a vampire hunter. And an extremely boring one at that.
At least I'm not a blood-sucking thug.
Boring!
Gentlemen, gentlemen! Conflict makes me thirsty. The question is, what do we do with this vampire killer?
We drain him. Now.
My dear Klaus, impatience will be your undoing. We need to stop and think. If we kill poor Uncle Gustav, then we won't hear all about his computer virus that will, what did the police report say, wreck my financial empire.
That was a fairy tale.
I'm inclined to agree. At the very least, I think he's a tad optimistic. But one should always err on the side of caution, which you would do well to remember, Klaus.
Well, if he can't beat us, perhaps he should join us.
Yes, he should. After Gustav Helsing becomes a vampire. It sounds so dramatic, doesn't it? He'll tell us all we want to know about this plan to ruin me. I could have sworn it was Henry V.
Henry VI, Part 1. Act 1, Scene 1. Line 1.
Why do you do this stuff? It's not stuff, Max. It's Tai Chi. It's much more sophisticated than that gymnasium routine you were doing. It gives you relaxation, coordination, and balance.
Arthur! Arthur! How are you feeling?
Professor, how did they capture you, great vampire hunter?
Oh, I helped them so I could rescue you. I planned to be captured. Lucard has access to all the police files, so I let him think I had a plan to destroy his empire with a computer virus.
Do you have such a plan?
No, but if Lucard thinks I do, he won't kill me.
He's already bitten me.
And me.
Oh, then there's nothing to prevent us from dying and turning into vampires.
Yes, there is. I brought the quinidrine solution to save us both.
Well?
It's surprisingly tasty. How do I look?
Terrible.
That means the solution isn't working. It should make me look like my normal self. I don't normally look terrible, do I?
How should I know? I haven't seen you in 15 years. Certainly you've aged a bit.
But I look better when you saw me at the house, right?
But you had better lighting. Do you know that this smells like one of those protein energy drinks?
Where's Uncle Gustav?
He went to Uncle Willem's birthday party.
It'll be schnitzel till dawn.
I promised him I'd look over some of Lucard's computer stuff, but now I can't find his discs.
I got Uncle Willem's number. Hi, Uncle Willem. It's Chris. Happy birthday. I thought it was your birthday tonight. No, I'm sure you know when your birthday is. Yeah, well, can I speak to Uncle Gustav, please? He's not there. No, I'm sure you would know if he was there. Yeah. Yeah, I'll give your love to the family. Okay, bye. Uncle Gustav hasn't been there in weeks. So where could he be?
Maybe it has something to do with that computer virus thing you were talking about?
Or maybe he went to find Arthur because they were working on some formula to transform vampires back into humans.
Well, either way, they're probably at
The castle.
Uncle Gustav's skeleton keys. Okay, I'm gonna go look for Uncle Gustav. You guys go look for dungeons. That's probably where Lucard's keeping Arthur.
Max, not every castle has dungeons.
Well, then look for something dungeon-like.
Why, Maximilian, visiting hours aren't for another 2 hours, when your uncle has become a full-blooded vampire.
Uncle Gustav?
Klaus, I'm on the last page. Would you mind killing this little squirt for me?
You don't scare me, Lucard.
I'll hang him outside. Let the birds peck out his eyes, and the lizards chew on his toes.
Now this guy scares me. That ought to show you. Look, Sophie, that Tai Chi stuff, can it make you shoot energy bolts?
Uncle Gustav, are you all right?
Just listen. Did one of you drink from those plastic bottles in the fridge?
You mean my high-protein energy drinks?
Oh, no, Max. That was my vampire formula you drank.
I drank the whole thing. So that's why Lucard and Klaus couldn't get me just now.
The quinidrine must have more properties than we thought of, Arthur. But come on. We must get home. Make more of the solution before we're done for.
I'll take care of this. Be very calm, folks, and move quickly to the nearest exit.
Yeah.
My work here is done.
You must make more quinidrine solution.
This isn't Mexican or something.
Let me see. It's Latin. Aqua helvetica,
Which is?
Swiss water. Tres partes, 3 dashes of mustard seed. A measure of wolf's blood.
Gross.
Audibus burnt ash.
Come on, hurry up.
Garlic. Mandrake juice. And the key ingredient, a leaf from the filament tree. Uncle Gustav, where is it?
Little red book. Top shelf.
Got it.
Come on, Uncle Gustav. You have to drink this.
It works. Arthur, drink up.
I choose to become a vampire.
He's delirious.
Not at all, Herr Professor. You've ruined my life once before. You won't wreck it again.
Arthur, what do you mean? You were one of my best students.
One of the best. The best one received a recommendation for a professorship, but not me. You destroyed my dream, Gustav. So I returned to rob you of yours, to make certain that you'd never defeat Dracula.
Oh, Arthur. At what cost?
None. Lucard has promised me immortality, an eternity, to savor the revenge of this moment. I had already died when you blundered in to save me, dear Gustav. Died so that I may be undead, as I am now.
I'll take care of this. It's worn off.
You can't hurt me. I'm immortal.
As soon as he reached the full vampire state, the Cross of the Magyars would not allow him to exist. Poor Arthur. He traded his life for immortality, and his immortality lasted just 20 seconds.
We have a report from our people. Helsing's computer virus was a phony.
Apparently, he wanted to test an anti-vampire solution he'd concocted. Arthur Bauer was only too willing to tell me all about it. Poor Bauer. Blind hatred like that never survives long. Constructive hatred requires focus.
And if the solution worked?
You needn't worry about that, Klaus. The key ingredient no longer exists, I'm sure of that. I've got the only one left.
It's still a very childish, dangerous game. I have no intention of losing all this because of some potion or spell.
When he shall die, take him and cut him out into little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night.
and pay no worship to the garish sun. Romeo and Juliet.
Act 2, Scene 3.
Act 3, Scene 2.
Come, Klaus. A million nights stretch out before us.